Hello, this is Johnny Cycles with CyclesGaming.com, bringing you another edition of Keeping Modern and Janky. Oh man, a 28 land deck, having to mulligan our first opening 7 here in our first league match. We're playing Amulet Dinos, you see Terror of the Peaks there. Okay, well this is interesting and better. No bounce land, but we do have the Amulet, we have the Terror, we have the Ghalta, we have our Swordtooth. So you see our combo right here in hand. We're looking to use an Amulet Titan shell to power out dinos, but our combo this time, we've done it before with a variety of different dinosaurs, always Ghalta, Primal Hunger, or some Ghalta, but this we have Terror of the Peaks as one of our combos. Vigilance and Haste. Do we need 2 caverns? Whew. I'm gonna trust in the magic gods here that we're gonna draw a land. See if our opponent keeps mulliganing. They went to 6 as well. So anyway, yeah, we are looking to combo off, get Terra down as early as turn 3, into Ghalta to hit our opponent for 12. Cavern naming a dinosaur. Alright, we're off to the races. Can we get a bounce land? A bounce land gets us a Wayward Swordtooth next turn. What we really want is a red-green Gruul bounce land, get our Wayward Swordtooth down, into Terror of the Peaks. We'll see. Thoughtseize, though, is going to disrupt our plan. Swordtooth is our... This deck doesn't hit on all cylinders without multiple land drops. So really, if they want to slow us down, they'll take the Swordtooth. If they want to get rid of one of our finishers, they'll take one of these 2. But yeah, I mean, this is the combo. It doesn't look like we'll be able to execute our game plan yet. But you can see what we're looking to try to do here in our first league match. The deck's really been challenging for me to play, which is one of the reasons why I like it so much. First of all, of course, I love the dinosaurs, and I love the dragons. But, man, it's just it's a lot harder than it looks when I lose to it, when other people are playing prime time. And it's a really fun strategy with, I think what's so challenging, obviously math. I've said before in many of my articles, math is not my strong suit. But one of the other things I think is just getting used to just how much mana you can produce and how quickly, and what all you can do with that mana and how early. So I think taking the combo piece, probably the right play. What are we going to draw? A Boseiju. Well, now our hand's doing a whole lot of nothing. We don't even have a green to channel the Boseiju. And yeah, we'll see if we can draw something good. We have the Amulet, which is going to be good if we ever draw a bounce land. Does our opponent have another hand disruption spell? Or is a Saga? So the Boseiju would be nice if we could hit a green source to get rid of the Saga before they can go off with it. Green source? Yeah, again, the... Oh, man. Okay. So... Guessing Wolfron. All the utility lands. And so... I'm not even sure what to say to this cabinet. I mean, we had them all to 6. We kept our combo, but got a Thoughtseize. Even with the Swordtooth, and it's not like we're going off with what we drew there. Boseiju into Keswick Wolfron. One thing that I've also... My impressions of the Amulet Primetime decks are, man, they are so consistent. And some of it, I think they do play some tutor effects that we don't. Oh, great. It's a grief. We don't even have the green spell to blow up Urza Saga. So I guess we're going to end up getting scammed here. Anyway, they are so consistent in finding their pieces, ramping, hitting what they need. I have beaten them before and they've stumbled, but man, it seems like they don't stumble very much. And it's not like we're missing that many pieces. Yeah, we don't have another dinosaur that lets us make multiple land drops, but we do. All right, what are we going to draw? If you compare our deck to their deck, Probably, yeah. Okay, well, there's a Hammer Skull. They already pitched a Fatal Push. They might be on. They may wish they hadn't at this point. If you compare our build to their build, our setup is similar. It's not like they're playing 8 ways to make multiple land drops on top of like. I mean, they play the. Sorry, I'm trying to. They play the Grazer. Sometimes they play Explore, and then they play Dryad of Elysian Groves. We play the Grazer, some Explorers, and then Wayward Swordtooth. They play 6 Amulet Titans. We play 6 Ghaltas. They play more One Rings, and then they play ways to tutor up for free the prime time. And then, of course, they have their reach with Valakut. All that being said, my point is I'm always very shocked at how maybe a bounce land we can get this down. We'll have 6 mana. So yeah, bounce land, and we can actually get a 12/12 down and maybe come back from this. Do we get a bounce land? Does our deck come back from this? Another Hammer Skull. Okay, well, that's not bad. That's a that's a Ghalta next turn. They're holding up that polluted Delta like it's Fatal Push mana. Fatal Push mana. So now we have the mana to cast Ghalta, and with the right land we can just well, we don't have, well, green, and if we get a red-white bounce land, we can give it haste and vigilance and attack the turn we cast it. So we're actually set up pretty nicely after that Thoughtseize and Mold of 6. Do they have the Fatal Push for the Pugnacious Hammer Skull? Drawing a card, digging for answers. They're in trouble, it looks like. Did they find an answer? Did they get a Thoughtseize or a Grief? Are they going to be able to take this Ghalta before we can cast it and beat face with it? Next turn, I mean, if, like I said, a red-white land and we are off to the races. Lava Spur Boots. This is why this card is in our deck. I mean, we are doing what we came here to do, folks. Without the terror, things are about to get really good for us. Maybe we might have actually a hard counter, or a hard kill spell. Oh, what a beautiful comeback that was. And that's why, I mean, let me just take a minute to say, in all of our practice matches leading up to this, not only did I make key mistakes here and there, but the deck just felt clunky and not come together. And there, it started out just that same way. Look at these lands. This Amulet did absolutely nothing the entire game. All we did was hit Pugnacious Hammer Skull, and played the Ghalta that was in our hand into a timely Lava Spur Boots, which I just added to the main deck after thinking about it. All right, that's not exactly what we were thinking would happen, but man, that's the power of this deck. All right, let's think about sideboard plans. Okay, taking out the Explorers. I'll take out a Belligerent Yearling. Take out a Terror. We brought in the 3 Veils and 3 Brotherhood's End, and I'm not even sure if that's exactly where we want to be, but trim here and there, I suppose, is what we're looking at doing. Yeah, we got very lucky with some of those top decks. That is for sure. mean, you saw the power of the combo here, even without Terror of the Peaks. Black-white just isn't able to keep up with a hasty 13-12 ward. Ghalta and 2 6/6s. Oh, that was a thing of beauty. It was a thing of beauty. Are they playing the One Ring? They probably are. It looked like kind of a Orzhov mid-range scam deck. Maybe not. Just trying to decide, do we want to go down more? We already went down to 3 ways of making an extra land drop early. Go down a yearling. Try it like that. Well, we have the Veil of Summer, and we have our missing bounce lands from last game, but man, we don't have a way to cast the Veil of Summer until like what, turn 3? So I think we're gonna have to ship this back and hope for a better playable. If this was a forest, I would probably be keeping it right now. All right, double amulet, Urza Saga. Man, look at that. Okay. What do we want to put? I think we probably want to get rid of the Shadow Spear, maybe? I don't actually know. We definitely are in the all-in on the construct plan. Just drank some coffee, but I think my something happened to my coffee maker. The cup is full of grounds. It's pretty gross. So we're gonna do Urza Saga into Amulet of Vigor after they Thought Seize. Maybe they're gonna scam us though. No, just a Thought Seize. How you doing, opponent? What do you think of this hand? Oh yeah. Anyway, opponent laughs. We'll see how it goes. No payoff. Except for those constructs. Urza Saga, man. Is going to be doing Urza Saga things. Now, if we end up drawing Brotherhoods in, it's going to be not very good. So they took the Shadow Spear. I guess their thought is, there's the Ghalta, that the 2, they don't, 1 amulet of 2 is going to be not going to make a big difference in their world. So take the card that has a higher payoff as far as keeping us in the game with life gain and trample and all that nonsense. Alright, we do have the bounce land. So I think another Ghalta. Oh my goodness gracious. So we can tap to play. We didn't draw a land. That's what's so awkward about this hand sometimes. So we can do Selesnya Sanctuary, make a construct. Man, okay, well, I'm not really sure. We're obviously going to play the Selesnya Sanctuary. But the awkward part is I think we're just going to end up bouncing this. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Alright, so we could make the construct. And then I think we're going to bounce the Urza Saga land. Because we have next turn we can make it a we can cast a Vigor, Lava Spur Boots equip, and attack for 4. I mean, the chances of it, who knows what our opponent took out, but I assume they have some removal in their hand, so they're going to be able to take care of the first construct, I imagine. Bowmasters. Okay. That is acceptable. I think our best draw is still going to be like another Amulet or another bounce land. Stoneforge Mystic. Alright, so the race is on. The race is on. They're going to go get a Cauldra, I imagine. Yep. Caldra's good at blocking Ghalta. Sword Tooth. Alright, the construct beats are coming. Are they gonna just chump block? Is the race on? Already at 14. I mean, I'd be chump blocking. No, alright, they're gonna go to 9. We are going to be taking a lot, though, too, with this hasty Cauldra. Yep. Do they attack or do they keep it on defense? They're just going to race. So we really need a land. That's our best draw right now, is a land. And we should have 26 of them in our deck. Bounce land, ideally, I imagine, would be our best draw to get all this mana down. Another Ghalta, holy... Okay. Okay, deck. So we can't even really... Man, we're just... Triple Ghalta is unreal right now. And they have the Fatal Push mana. Well, we're racing. Man, we just cannot... I cannot believe we've drawn 3 Ghaltas. We have so many lands in our deck. Alright. Apparently our opponent does not have any removal, or they are really saving it for something. Maybe they're looking to do Bowmasters and then hope to then try to kill us just in attacks. I mean, that's a thing. It could happen. We're gonna... So this is... each opponent sacrifices a creature token. Okay. I was gonna say if they didn't have that, we could maybe... And we might still be able to, end of turn, make a token. Next turn, if we draw a bounce land with green in it, the token would be pretty big. We need 8 mana. 2, 4, 6. Yeah, I don't even know if we'd be able to get the Ghalta down, but we might be able to do Wayward Sawtooth into Ghalta. Will it be enough? Yeah, we really needed that. We really needed that construct not to die, for obvious reasons. Both to ramp into this Ghalta to kill our opponent. So in the turn construct, if we draw a green bounce land, we should be able to get Wayward Swordtooth down and Ghalta Primal Hunger and probably Suited Up because we get the 2 land drops. That's going to be 8 mana. And we'll have another Amulet. So it's going in with 5. It's acceptable. Will our deck behave? Come on, green source. Veil of Summer. So we can't, I mean, we can't even. This is frustrating because we can't even, we're not drawing lands in our, almost half of our deck is lands. So we can make another construct and then die on the attack back. We can make a Wayward Swordtooth, go get an Amulet of Vigor, and still die. Yeah, this lack of land has been really, really problematic for us. That should come as no surprise. I mean, another land and we would be so good right now. So we attack for 6, they chump block. And then we end up taking 6. No, it's a 5. And then we have to chump block on the way back. I mean, I think we're just going to play defense. Batter Skull or something. Yep. I mean, we might be able to survive a turn, at which point we have 1 shot at this, assuming they don't have a kill spell in their hand. Kill spell in hand and we're still, I think we might just be dead on board. Well, if they have a kill spell, we're dead on board. I mean, we've drawn. We're in a position to win is the worst part. I mean, we're so close. A single bounce land. And, like, at this point, a single bounce land, Ghalta gets trample. I mean, they can hold back the Ghalta to block, I guess. But that first strike, whenever it deals combat damage to a creature, exile that creature. Opponent. Oh, opponent. I think you're going to get this one because, I mean, we can't really attack through the Cauldron. We'll lose our Ghalta. You have enough chump blockers. We're at 7, so. Anyway, fun games. Hopefully, opponent. They chat a little bit. I appreciate it when opponents chat with me, so Force Will. Hope you're enjoying this as much as I am. Looks like you're probably going to get to grind this out. We'll see, though. I mean, yeah, another single bounce land, and we are off to the races. What do you take? Probably the Wayward Swordtooth or the Veil of Summer. And that's what I'd be taking. I'm not sure if they say I could find land within 2 turns and win with Solitude in hand. I'm not sure. They couldn't find land within 2 turns? I'm not sure. But either way. I mean, I think our opponent's got this, so we'll see. I mean, we could go... If we can stall out the board, then we could always find the right bounce land into Terror the Peaks. Go bounce land, Terror the Peaks, Wayward Swordtooth. Anyway, hopefully our opponent will take something soon. Because I'm ready. I also have like 23 minutes before I have to leave the house. And they take the Wayward Swordtooth. Seems right. Oh man, and I don't know what we do here. I mean, if they swing, I don't think if they swing with the Ghalta, they are in danger of dying. Or the Ghalta. If they swing in with the Cauldra, they're in danger of dying to our Ghalta. They may want to swing in with the Batter Skull, just to gain some life back, even though they'll be sacrificing it to the. They'll be just gaining 4 life. They're in the tank though. I think, and rightfully so. I mean, if they swing out, we go block, block, take 5, 6, 7. No, we're just dead, right? Block. I think we're dead if they swing out, or we lose a construct. At which point we're not probably going to be able to get the Ghalta down and attack next turn. So I think they can just go ahead and swing out with a abandon here, because we're not. We'd have to jump block the Cauldron. They just passed the turn. Interesting. What do we draw? It's a bounce land. Control, again, hexproof from blue and from black, not protection. Alright, well, we're off to the races. So if we swing out, let's see, let's do the math. We go, they have first strike, so this is going to die. Then they're, unless I'm misunderstanding this, whenever this creature deals combat damage to a creature, exile that creature. So I'm pretty sure that this thing stays alive. This can get through what? I mean, this has menace, so I mean, I just don't see us winning through this. See, they just block for days. How do we get through this? I mean, I think we have to. I mean, we could just go ahead and attack and see what happens. But first strike, it deals combat damage to it. Keep reading this. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a creature, exile that creature. So it does combat damage, it exiles it. And we're left back where we were. Now they have a menace creature. I just don't think we can attack. We'll see. Gotta hurry though. Another grief. We will Veil the Summer. This is our chance where we could draw a bounce land into Terror the Peaks and end up chaining together enough, I think, where we might be able to get there. Brotherhood's End. That might be exactly what we need. If we can draw a red source. Will our deck give us a red source? So I think what we need is for them not to attack. To just hold off another turn. We need a red source. We need a bounce land. This turn. Red bounce land, please, deck. Red bounce land. One time, and it's a red bounce land. Okay. So I think what we're going to do is we'll move this over here. We will hit 3 damage to everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They all die. And then we attack with everybody. Alright. This Brotherhood's End is actually going to come through for us, it looks like. It couldn't be any sooner, to be honest. I think this might be enough to at least not die. Because next turn we can just... So they're going to gain 4 life and go to 7. I think they'll be close enough to dead. Oh no. Opponent, come on. I know. I'm sorry. You're right. Come on is correct. But if you'd seen my practice games, you would be understanding just how much this... if we get to this win, how much it's going to mean after losing almost every single practice game. Alright, well, opponent, what you gonna do, homie? I think I would block the Ghalta with Cauldron. And I would block the... Yeah, I think they're just dead, honestly, because they can block the Cauldron. The Cauldron can block Ghalta. They're going to gain 4 life no matter what, but they're either going to take... Yep, and they scoop it up. Alright, well, I can't believe we got there through all the hate. Amulet Dinosaurs, man. I can't. I'm just trying to chat with my opponent a little bit. I don't know if they thank you, Force Will. I know that was some tough running with what we drew and how we got out of there, and I appreciate your good sportsmanship there and having a good sense of humor. It looks like we definitely got lucky on our draws, but Amulet Dinos, man, we lost almost every practice match, and the ones we were winning, we ended up our opponent scooped. We made mistakes along the way, and I think we got it together. Maybe because it's in the afternoon and I'm not like playing at 5 in the morning. But yeah, I was able to get real lucky with the draws. I mean, that game 1, you saw what we were drawing. Our deck didn't do anything it was supposed to, but just Pugnacious Hammerskull, and the Ghalta and Lava Spur Boots, which is a new addition to the main deck. man, what a beautiful win. And then this one, we got the Amulet of Vigors down, still missing lands, drew 3 Ghaltas. Our opponents just got, I mean, I think they, if I had to say one thing, I think they could have swung all out there at one point and not died on the backswing and put us in a position where we would have to block, and not be able to do anything, cause a Cauldra. So I think at that moment, if our opponent had pivoted to more aggression, I think it would have been a different ending to this game. I could be wrong. Maybe when I watch it back, I'll see. But I know from my perspective in the moment, I was very afraid of them swinging out at one point, thinking that we were just going to be dead. But yeah, I mean, timely draws. So pleased, very pleased, and just you got to see the jank in action, man. You got to see the jank of Ghalta with Pugnacious Hammerskull into the power of Urza Saga and Lava Spur Boots, but also how the Urza Saga tokens can power out a Ghalta. And if you get a Lava Spur Boots, you just attach it to your Ghalta. I mean, a 2 mana 12/12 with haste suddenly. So I like that I made that change. I ended up cutting the 3rd Explorer for the Lava Spur Boots. Very timely, lucky draw. So very excited. Happy to see this deck perform at the level I know it can after so many practice matches went not our way. But all right, that's all for now. I've got to go get my son from the bus stop. This is Johnny Cycles with CyclesGaming.com. I hope you enjoyed the game. I'll catch y'all on the next one. League match number 2 is up next. Peace out. This has been another edition of Keeping Modern Janky. This is Johnny Cycles with CyclesGaming.com. If you haven't already, check out my original Magic the Gathering content over at CyclesGaming.com. I write about my various commander decks. I post articles and video of my gameplay of my various modern janky brews, and I'm publishing my science fiction fantasy novel, The Podkind, serially. If you enjoy the content, check out my YouTube channel, Johnny Cycles, and click that subscribe button. Everybody counts. As always, thanks for watching. This is Johnny Cycles. I'll catch y'all on the next one.